So not only the leak got leaked by the Discord, but also we got an updated leak from Mike. So the other leaker that we always talk about, right? Remember, guys, we have three of them. We have Mike, we have Olivia, and then we have the Discord. All of these links and stuff, I see in the comments people like asking for them and stuff. But the problem is that, guys, it's not my Discord, so I cannot just have a lot of people getting to there and making chaos in my name. I don't know, like not in my name, but in like with me getting the link for them to get crazy in the Discord, right? So it's not that hard to find it. It's this Neo Mine Discord, so you can find it. And Mike's leaks normally come from Baidu, which is a Chinese site that I don't know much about, so I'm not gonna leave the link there, but you can find it if you look in Baidu, one of the sites on Baidu, that basically is the account of Yukari33, and then that's Mike, basically, okay? So or something like that, but I get the leaks that Mike posts right from there. So you can figure it out. I know you can. So this is Mike's updated list. So we start off with the US, Russian, and UK World War II multi-pack. I wonder how this is gonna be, but I think it's kind of self-explanatory. You know, it will be just a multi-pack, premium pack that you can buy with many World War II vehicles, right? So yeah. That will be it. Then we go for the vehicles themselves. We have some other very interesting ones that we need to talk about, and some of the other ones that we already talked about. Like, for example, the irs-t SLM. This was leaked again by Mike. He says PR over here. I don't know. I mean, premium? Seriously? I don't think it will be, but I don't know what he means with that. But yeah, irs-t, but irs-t SLM would be the German AA, so that's very cool. Then we have, of course, the T-72B3A. You guys were asking, I actually did explain it in the last video what this vehicle is. This is an M variant, but the A is basically like a modernized version out of this, with APS basically and an anti-drone jamming system. That's pretty much what it is, right? And I did explain in the last video, but I saw some people commenting, what is that? But I did explain it at the end of the video. But anyway, this is it. So it's gonna be a T-72B3, same T-72, but with an APS, which is pretty cool, and the anti-drone jamming system. I don't know if it's gonna be implemented or not. It would be interesting to see something like that, but yeah, there's that. Then we have the L-39, another one that was leaked by Mike for the Russians. This would be the ZA variant, which is one of the most advanced versions in terms of ground, like being able to carry weapons. People underestimate the ability of this thing to actually fly. This is actually a very good trainer, you know. Do I think it's going to be a high tier? No, it's not going to be a high tier, but it's going to be similar to the Alpha Jet, maybe better, maybe worse, depending on how you look on it. You know, the thing is that these versions could carry R60Ms, so but also R3Ss, you know, and R60s, normal R60s, right? So and then a multitude of air-to-ground capability stuff and gun pods and stuff. So it can be a very interesting aircraft. Apparently, it's going to be a premium, according to the other leak. But yeah, it's a very cool aircraft that I think is about time it comes to the game. The weird part is that, I mean, the Americans are they just received like 2 rank 8 premiums. And then I don't think anybody else is getting those. So, I mean, there is one of the, like the Bison and stuff, but, you know, there is just a few nations that have those. So adding the L-39 right now is kind of weird. So I think they should add more of these higher tier premiums so that we can have a balance on matchmaking, even, because you will see a lot of American teams losing because they have so many premiums, right? But I mean, it's the American way, right? They love their premiums, so I guess that's okay. But yeah, the L-39ZA, they don't say it's gonna be a premium here, but it probably will be, okay, according to the other leak. Then the Project 23. This is one of the vehicles that wasn't in the the other leak that we talked about early in the morning. Guys, this is the Sovetsky Soyuz. This is the Russian Bismarck, I must say, or something like that. It was bigger, I think. But the thing is, it got bombed on its building, part, right, of the service life. So it never saw service because of that. Of course, the German invasion of the Soviet Union in the in World War II, right? So yeah, it's one of the big what ifs that I always wanted to see in War Thunder. Although I don't play with naval, this ship is very how do I say this? Like very it's courageous to try to, like, the Soviet Union at that time try to build something like this, because they didn't have a lot of ports, they didn't have a lot of shipping yards and stuff. So it's very interesting to see they're trying to build Bismarck style battleship, or like bigger than Bismarck, I think, even. So it's a very interesting subject, in my opinion, right? But unfortunately, it never saw service because of the German invasion and bombing and stuff. And because of that, we never saw the actual, like, how it would actually be. But these are the plans, basically, for it. So, yeah, very interesting, right? To see kind of a Bismarckish kind of vehicle to the Russians as well, even though they never had one at that size, right? So you tell me if you like that idea or not. People will complain, people will like it. It depends on your personal opinion, so let me know in the comments. Again, leaked here, we have the Spider. So the Israeli AA system that can fire Derbies and Python 5s, you know, so we already had that in the other leak, so that's very interesting. Of course, the Mitsubishi F2, another vehicle that was leaked here. The Type 81C, they say apparently it's a premium, but I don't understand exactly what this means, because in the other leak they say it's gonna be like an active radar homing kind of vehicle, right? So premium AA, weird. But anyway, another vehicle that was on the other leak list, and that's pretty much what it is. You know, the L1A2 would be the Leopard 1A2 for the Italians, so just the normal Leopard. The Leopard 2A4NL would be the French premium that they already confirmed that it was coming, and then M24 DK would be basically a Danish, if I'm not mistaken, or something like that, Chaffee, right? So very old M24, but just for the Swedish. And basically this is it. So this is the updated list for Mike. Like I said, there are some interesting things, like the Sovetsky Soyuz. I think it's very interesting over here, and everything else is pretty much okay. I mean, we already knew most of these, and then some other minor additions over here. So very cool, right? Let me know in the comments what you think about this leak, and keep an eye out on the channel. I will be releasing more videos about stuff. So yeah, see ya, guys. Bye. Subscribe, and let me know in the comments if you want to see me doing a video, because I like to do the what should you expect videos, you know. So I'm gonna do some of them, like for the L-39, just for you to kind of have an idea of what the aircraft will be like and stuff. I have like 2 or 3 vehicles that I really wanted to show to you guys. But what about ships? Would you like to see like a combined video about showing all of these battleships that are going to come? Let me know in the comments. Probably nobody is gonna watch that, so I don't know if I'm gonna even try to research it and do, you know, the actual video. But let me know in the comments if you really want to see that, okay? Leave a like, always helps a lot. See you guys, bye.